Recording in progress.
Thank you. All right, merry meet everyone. I'm Opal Luna, priestess of Minerva and fiber magician. And each year around this time, I like to rededicate my craft room as a temple to Minerva. And I thank you all for coming and participating in that and allowing me to do it during our Grove presentations. As a temple, it's more than just a craft room. It's a clearinghouse for all the crafts that we do here at the Grove. And I want to remind you, as I do every year, that Minerva may have just what you need. If you're scheduled to do a presentation for the Grove and you want to include a craft, please check in the temple first, because Minerva will provide, and the temple will take anything. Don't ever throw craft supplies away, please. The temple will take anything and we will repurpose it and we will find a home for it. Okay.
Even
That's
rings?
good to know.
Even what?
Rings, like chainmail rings?
Sure. We'll think of something to do with it. Whatever you have that you don't have a space for anymore or need for anymore, we will take and put away properly. So it was common for the Romans to rededicate a temple annually. Any opportunity for a celebration with those Romans, actually. They weren't going to miss out. On the day dedicated to Minerva, there would be stories and songs and poetry and crafting, and this day will be no different. Oh, and of course, there would be food. So I invite you now, please, to come up and take a plate and a spoon and a fork and help yourselves. This is entirely a gluten-free spread, so there's no need to worry. Come on, manja!
Manja,
Manja, manja. Isn't that a Jumanji?
Okay,
No.
Manja, manja.
Help yourselves. I will also pass out some cider because we'll have a toast to Minerva.
Do you have water?
Yeah,
Water.
there's some cold water in the refrigerator if you'd like.
I just got it straight from the filter.
That's fine too. There's a filter
That
on
was
there.
awesome.
There's a filter.
Yeah,
on
I like the filtered water. Oops.
I was able to.
Olives are the way to anyone's heart.
So we have
I
a
prefer
collection
black
of all the
olives,
foods that Minerva would serve herself. We've got black olives, we've got garlic stuffed green olives, we've got cherry tomatoes,
Artichoke hearts.
artichoke hearts, roasted red peppers. We've got Genoa salami and mozzarella
great.
cheese.
Hey.
Yeah.
And we got grapes.
We've got
We've got
grapes. We've got bread, and in that little jar is a olive oil, seasoned olive oil for dipping, so you can spoon some of that over it.
That just reminded me.
And everybody take a glass of
Okay,
apple cider. There you go.
There's only
And what is
a
this?
couple of people in the room who know
Those
what
are
I'm
dessert.
Well,
That's-
happy they wanted us.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I was like,
Uh-huh. This
salt toffee?
is an amentini, an amarettatini. This is these are made from apricot kernels, ground apricot kernels, sugar and egg whites. That's all there is. That's it.
Wow.
They can be dunkers. Dunk it in the cider or your coffee, and it'll be quite a nice thing.
Am I coming by? Is that what you're doing? Oh no, I'm good. I just want to get something to drink. That's all.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I just. Thank you.
Everybody Everybody get a cup? Carl, did you get a cup?
Not yet.
Here you go, I'll give you a cup. I hope you have something to toast with at home. We're gonna do a toast to Minerva.
Yeah, somebody's got gluten-free bread with artichoke, hummus, carrots, and red peppers.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice,
Okay.
perfect.
Janice says that the spread sounds good. She wishes she could be here to partake with everyone.
I wish you were here too. All right, when you get your plate filled, you sit back down. You all right, Panda?
Yeah, I
Feeling
just
good?
tweet.
Sit.
Yeah, I'm just.
Did you just eat?
Yeah, I just came from some.
That's
supper.
fine, that's fine. Take something. Plenty. So some of these recipes are from the Tuscany area, some of the recipes are from the Sicilian area. I was hoping Josie
Good
would be
lady.
here
I know.
to share with us. Next time. I hope you like those pearls have balsamic vinegar on them, and the other pearls are in a more savory sauce with the. So it's a little everything.
I miss the girls. I get for collecting food without my glasses on.
Gaia snuggled in my arm, like right near my shoulder, and then she put her paw in my arm. We were holding hand and paw for like hours.
Aww.
I know.
Well, last night when I was doing the loom, Sphinxie was completely hypnotized.
Got a cup. Got a cup. I'm gonna put some apple cider over here for you,
Patrick. Oh, yeah, I need.
Patrick. You take an apple cider. How many more apple
And do you pronounce that China?
Shine.
Shine. Okay.
Shine.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
she's reading the story of Arachne later. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I love that song.
Well,
We're
Thank
gonna
you for
get
clarifying that.
well, that you
Shine,
might be
okay.
enjoying a certain panto that might be happening at Ostara.
If possible, I
But
shall
also,
join.
also, some of our warriors might be enjoying a panto that I'm going to do that I need to talk to you about, Alba,
Okay.
for Lugnasai.
Very nice.
Arachne, beast, her spell. Da, 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 I need to see.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'm going to pass out the toast, and the song is on the back.
Alright.
I don't have glasses.
I will put it here.
but- Could you pass this to Jen?
Usually wolves don't need glasses.
All right. So everybody at home and everybody here, if you've got your glasses full, raise your glass. And on the back, the small toast to Minerva.
I'm good.
Okay. Blessed is Minerva, great
Great
goddess of crafts, who helps us to conjure the world with our hands, to take the mundane with its worry and strife, to weave in the magic and bring it to life. All hail Minerva! Love that apple cider.
Oh.
Mm.
I got a big bowl cider out of this.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Carl's going to start our. There you go. Our PowerPoint, so folks at home can see, and the folks here can look right over there and see what I'm talking about. All right. So,
Give it a minute.
Minerva is the goddess of wisdom. She is a Roman goddess, but it goes back much further than that. She was also the god of trade, arts, and strategy. And her domains included medicine, poetry, and handicrafts. She was in charge of so many things that Ovid called her the goddess of 1,000 works. She is often depicted with her sacred creature, an owl, which symbolized her association with wisdom and knowledge. Less frequently, she is associated with the snake or the olive tree. And those will be by her side, depicted in statuary or pictures. The name Minerva stems from Proto-Italic Mineswu, which means intellect, intelligent, understanding, and ultimately from Proto-Indo-European menos, which means thought. That's where we get the word mental, from menos. Inspiration was taken from the Etruscan deity Minerva, spelled Menrva. The Etruscan name was itself borrowed from an older Italic deity called Mineswa, meaning she who remembers, she who knows, or she who measures. This origin can be seen in one of Minerva's many titles, Minerva Mensa, Minerva who measures time. The Greeks adopted Minerva as a counterpart to their goddess Athena, hence the helmet and spear in many depictions. But Minerva originally would be better depicted in a more Etruscan style as a lightning thrower. She was one of 9 Etruscan lightning deities. Depictions with thunderbolt may be seen on later Roman coins of Minerva. There she is in the triad with, she's the one with the owl. Minerva seems to have been associated with weather phenomena as well. She was the embodiment of the moon, and this year's hurricane ritual will be on a full moon, so I believe she will get a shout out that night. So Minerva sat in the Holy Triad with the Etruscans alongside Tenia and Uni, which later became Jupiter and Juno and Minerva to the Romans. Together, they were considered the patrons of Rome, the brawn, the heart, and the brains. Minerva was the brains. Minerva, Vesta, and Diana were the virgin goddesses in Roman tradition, which just means they vowed to never marry, but rather dedicate themselves to their works. With all that Minerva was in charge of, it makes sense that she did not have any time for a husband. Minerva has maintained a lively presence in popular culture. There are, for instance, a profusion of Minerva statues around the world. A statue of Minerva famously adorns the train station in Pavia, Italy. That's that first picture there. That's the train station in Italy. And another one resides in the center of the Minerva roundabout in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Huh.
Right?
Mexico.
There are also Minerva statues in France and Luxembourg. So I'm thinking, since Minerva was the goddess of commerce, and her strategies included economics, she would be a favorite of the merchants that traveled and the sailors that traveled everywhere. So that's why her her legend spread all over the world. Now, more recently, she's depicted as a symbol of wisdom, education, and peace. And so Minerva has served as a fitting insignia for many colleges and universities. Minerva is on the seal of the University of North Carolina in Greensboro and a Union College in Schenectady, New York. The latter recently updated their motto. After a mere 220 years, they've included women. Now you have to pardon my French, okay, but their motto is Susli los di Minerva nos divinos tout frères et sœurs. So they added the sisters. Under the laws of Minerva, we all become brothers and sisters. Now, maybe in another couple hundred of years they'll, update it again. What I'd like it to say, and what I think that would be better fitting, and I'm going to say it in Italian. Josie, you listen. Secondo le legge di Minerva, siamo tutti famiglia. Under what?
She said that's perfect.
Perfect. Under the laws of Minerva, we are all family. So Minerva has been displayed prominently on the state seal of California since 1849. In the seal, she is depicted wearing military garb and overlooking San Francisco Bay, while ships sail its waters and nearby miners dig for gold. So there again, commerce, protection, and that's what I see when I see a Minerva statue with a spear and a shield. I do not like to consider her a goddess of war, but she is of protection, and that's what that stands for. And also, she's using it. Her strategies. Her strategies were used. That intellect was used on the battlefield as well as in the marketplace. So.
Quick little thing.
Yeah.
Athena for offense, Minerva for defense.
There you go. That's perfect. We can do it that way.
I think it's no coincidence that the term for one of her, for Minerva Mensis is what I heard you guys were talking about, how it means
Mensa.
the like super intelligent, whatever. So that actually the Mensa program is probably correlated exactly like that.
The Mensa is that's the word. The intellect.
Yep.
The high intellect. And if you want to go into pop culture, Professor McGonagall gave Hermione the Time Turner. And her name is Minerva.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh.
So you
She's
tell
also
whether
the smartest teacher in the school, so.
But that's
they were kind of debating whether they
that's
would or
neither
never.
here nor there.
No Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. We don't know.
Okay. All right. So I promised a song, right? So everybody's got the words to this song on the back of their chant, and you've got the words to the song at home there on the screen. I also put them on the Facebook page if you got them. If not, they're right there on the screen. Now, everybody knows this song, I think. It's a Lisa Thiel song called The Goddess Divine. But what I did is I just kind of modified it for the Roman goddesses. Now, it made sense that, in the original, it's goddesses from all over the world, because the gist is that goddess is goddess, and it's the same all over the world. But I think it's kind of fun if you can take these chants and insert your pantheon, your goddess pantheon into them, right? Then you can use them in your private practice. Why not?
That's nice.
Why not? I don't think we're breaking any copyright laws if we don't record it. Well, we're
We'll find
recording
out.
this. We'll find out.
Whoops.
We sampled it.
We sampled it, okay.
This is a parody.
I don't think Lisa would mind.
No.
This
Our
is a-
singing abilities as a group.
It's not gonna go viral. Okay, there we go.
Wait.
This is a parody, guys.
All right. I am the goddess, mother of life. I am the goddess, bearer of life. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. Minerva, Juno, Ceres, Luna, Diana, Vesta, and Fortuna. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess ever loving. I am the goddess ever loving. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. Minerva, Juno, Ceres, Luna, Diana, Vesta, and Fortuna. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess creatrix of life. I am the goddess who nourishes life. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. Minerva, Juno, Ceres, Luna, Diana, Vesta, and Fortuna. I am the goddess divine. I am the goddess divine. That was good. We might get in trouble for that one.
Just remember, it's a parody. Parodies are not covered by copyright laws.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Lisa would mind though.
No, I don't.
I hope not. I hope you don't mind, Lisa.
Or contact us and come visit us in the group. All right, so now we've got a guest speaker. We've got Miss Birch, who is going to do a little show and tell. And she also has a poem to Minerva to share with us.
Yes.
Take it away.
All right. So hello everyone, I'm Birch. And so I just want to do a quick show and tell because of course Minerva is the goddess of crafts within the Roman tradition, but in my own German tradition, which I'm going to be doing a 3rd degree dedication to in a couple of months, I worship Frau Perchta in a very similar way. And so I am making for my ritual my own altar cloth. I built this frame loom and I am going to be weaving the altar cloth on it, and it's going to be going on my goddess altar when I do my ceremony. So
Very nice.
thank you for letting me do a little show and tell.
Gorgeous.
It's very pretty, and of course, since Minerva is also a goddess of crafts, Minerva, I hope you also help me too, please. So this is a poem called From Minerva's Lair by M.L. Kaiser. As winter's dust doth filter down upon the shimmering, moonlit ground, Minerva's children flying round, owls do abound, owls do abound. Goddess Minerva in her lair, in her cloak with golden hair, strength and wisdom she doth share, a goddess fair, a goddess fair. Her children watch from perches high, and wing their way through darkened skies. Her enemies they will surprise. I do surmise, I do surmise. Still she inspires with clever grin, and from imagination spins. In human minds, the yin and the yang and yin, great art begins. Great art begins.
Thank you, Birch. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
So now it's time for a story. And Anne has our story all the way from Texas. Are you ready, Anne?
I have it here, yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Should I pin her?
Yes.
The story of Minerva and Arachne begins in Lydia, an Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey. Arachne is a young girl from the region who lives with her widowed father, who makes a living dyeing wool. We're not told the backstory, but it is said that Minerva herself taught Arachne the art of spinning. Because of this, Arachne was able to create tapestries so beautiful that nymphs would come to admire them and soon gained a reputation for her work. Even though it was said to be obvious she was trained by Minerva, Arachne would become offended at the thought and would deny such a thing as if it had ever suggested. This lack of appreciation and credit soon offended Minerva. Minerva transforms herself into an old woman and approaches Arachne. She then implores Arachne to repent to Minerva, saying that if she does, she will be forgiven. Arachne strongly rejects the situation and suggestion and asks why Minerva hasn't come herself. Her words in Ovid's Metamorphose go like this: weak-minded and worn out by tedious old age, you come here, and having lived too long destroys you. Let your daughter-in-law, if you have one, let your daughter, if you have one, listen to your voice. I have wisdom enough of my own. You think your advice is never heeded? That is my feeling too. Why does she not come herself? Why does she shirk this contest? At this offense, Minerva reveals her true form. Arachne is undaunted, and they engage in a weaving competition. The goddess said, "She is here," and relinquishing the old woman's form, revealed Pallas Minerva. The nymphs and the Phrygian women worshipped her godhead. The girl alone remained unafraid, yet she did blush, as the sky is accustomed to the reddening when aurora first stirs, and after a while, to whiten at the sun from the east. She is stubborn in her attempt and rushes on to her fate, eager for the worthless prize. Now, Jupiter's daughter does not refuse, and does not give warning, nor delay the contest a moment. Immediately, they both position themselves in separate places and stretch out the fine threads for the warp over the twin frames. The frame is fastened to the crossbeam. The threads of the warp separated with the reed. The threads of the weft is inserted between. In the points, shuttles, where their fingers have readied and drawn through the warp, the threads of the weft are beaten into place, struck by the comb's notched teeth. They each work quickly, and with their clothes gathered in tight under their breasts, apply skillful arms, their zeal not making it seem like work. There, shades of purple, dyed in Tyrian bronze vessels, are woven into the cloth, and also lighter colors, shading off gradually. The threads that touch seem the same, but the extremes are distant, as when often, after a rainstorm, the expanse of the sky, struck by sunlight, is stained by a rainbow in one vast arch in which 1,000 separate colors shine, but the eye itself still cannot see the transitions. There are inserted the last threads of gold, and in an ancient tale is spun in the web. The two tapestries made in the competition stood in complete opposition to one another. Minerva's tapestry showed the gods in reverence and splendor, while Arachne showed the crimes of the goddess in full display. Minerva becomes incredibly upset at the work and is enraged by the fact she cannot find any fault in the masterwork. Minerva tears the tapestry in half and begins to strike Arachne with her shuttle. Arachne then attempts to quickly commit suicide by hanging herself, but before she is able to, Minerva takes pity. The unfortunate girl could not bear it and courageously slipped a noose around her neck. Pallas, in pity, lifted her as she hung there and said these words: "Live on then, and yet hang condemned one. But lest you are careless in the future, this same condition is declared in punishment against your descendants to the last generation." Departing after saying this, she sprinkled her with the juice of Hecate's herb, and immediately at the touch of this dark poison, Arachne's hair fell out. With it went her nose and her ears. Her head shrank to the smallest size, and her whole body became tiny. Her slender fingers stuck to her sides as legs, and the rest is belly, from which she still spins a thread, and, as a spider, weaves her ancient web.
Ooh, that's a chilling version. Thank you so much, Anne. That was wonderful, wonderful. All right, so we've had food, we've had poetry, we've had song, we've had story. It's time to craft. We are going to make something. As I said earlier, Minerva's temple is a clearinghouse for the things that we use in our crafting in the grove. And she has not let us down. To obtain our ingredients, materials for this craft, we are going to go on a pilgrimage to the temple. I'm going to put a screen on my phone so that the people at home can walk with us as we go. I'm being very techie tonight, so watch out.
You're gonna be a web wizardess too, one of
The crone has the clicker.
You've got the power.
I got the power. All right. Let me in there, Carlo.
As soon as you pop up
Oh,
here.
I'm coming. I'm connecting.
And as soon as you're on, I gotta mute this one.
Yes, please. Got it.
Where'd you go? There.
Okay. I'm going to turn it around. Hold it like this. Right? So take your little piece of paper that's got this chant on it the toast that we made. And we'll get in line here. And we'll go to the temple. We're going to do a couple of things. We're going to anoint ourselves. We're going to choose a charm that speaks to us. Gonna light a little red candle to Minerva. And then you're free to take a minute at the altar and say thank you. And then pick up one of the bags that are there. That will have all the ingredients for your craft. Alrighty. Blessed is Minerva, great goddess of crafts, who helps us to conjure the world with our hands, to take the mundane with its worry and strife, to weave in the magic and bring it to light. All hail Minerva!
All hail Minerva!
Mm-hmm. Anoint yourself with the Florida water. Candle. Take a look around at all the offerings that the temple has.
That is so neat. I love all the organization in there. It's beautiful.
I have to stay strategy with being the priestess of Minerva. Say hi to Elsbeth. And then take one of these bags. It's got all the ingredients you need to make our little craft. Here's, yes, yes. Birch has two things on the altar to Minerva. Okay, let's clear the table. Clear the table. We're gonna clear the table so we got some crafting room, but definitely more food for later. Yeah, you can switch back now. I think we'll have enough room. Yeah, we're would you please plug in those two plugs, and we have six glue guns going, so we'll have to take turns. Some people could sew while others glue gun. Make yourself space on the table to craft. Gonna have to get your plates out of the way. Yeah. Yes, you can turn the camera back to the over. I'm happy I was able to show off my temple.
Beautiful temple.
Excellent.
All right. So now everybody picked a charm that spoke to them. Inside the bag, you're going to find a little baggie of charms, 5 charms. You're going to find a 2-inch ring, a nice jingle bell, and a little crocheted piece that looks suspiciously like a chimaruta, a sprig of rue. Okay. What we're going to make is a chimaruta witch's bell.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool. So, in your little bag, the charms that you have is the rooster to banish the darkness, key for knowledge, the moon and dagger is for the goddess Diana and her bow, and the vervain flower, the little 5-petal flower, is for protection. And your little charm will add whatever you want to add to this charm. And what you do with this is you hang it on a door, like after you do your spring cleaning, hang this on the door. The chimaruta breaks the evil eye. The witch's bell is a ward against evil spirits. So as people walk in your front door, if they've got the evil eye on them, it's going to break it and send it away. So your clean house will stay that way. Okay. So you see how I've got the key. You can put them anywhere you want, and you can incorporate yours. Like this one, I got a little tree on. In addition to the 5, and we've got 6 of these glue guns heating
Oh, I
up.
see, that's how.
They're just glued on. Yeah, just flatten it out so it looks like a sprig of rue. Alright. And then use the glue gun to glue yours on where you want it. Are they hot enough yet?
Yeah, it was able to get the one, so I think so.
Matt, you want a glue gun? You want a glue gun?
Thanks.
It should be
Got
good
more.
enough for each person to have.
Yeah, there's 6, so there's plenty of reach. Put a big old blob of glue.
It's hot.
It's hot. Big old blob of glue. Just let it just sink into it, and then try to only touch the.
I'm using a
No.
scissors, which worked well for the other ones, but this one went on the side.
I also have I have needles if you want to use these. This is what we're going to sew it onto the ring with if you want to use that as a little pusher.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fine. Get rid of your spider webs. You're
Mm-hmm.
not a
Don't say that.
You're not arachne.
Hey, I love my spider webs. I leave them up in the corner because they catch mosquitoes.
That's
There you go.
true.
And
It's the only thing they're good for.
And gnats, they catch gnats.
Yes.
And Daddy DeLonglegs all but wiped out the sugar ant population in the garage.
There you go. As long as it doesn't become too much. Very nice. Very nice. And once you've got all your you're right.
Yeah, just a little bit off, that's all.
Okay. Once you've got your charms glued on,
I lost your charm.
Oh, thank you.
you can thread your needle. There's a little bowl of big plastic needles, and then just
Use this to push it.
sew your chimaruta with just, like 3 stitches to the ring. Did you get a dud of a?
I did. I can touch it.
That's not.
I was just thinking, if anybody wants to sing while we're doing this, anybody has any questions in the
Thanks.
Zoom room,
Yeah.
feel free to ask.
Any
This is kind
questions
of an
or-
open forum,
Oh, much hotter.
moment, so
Yeah. Be careful.
This is much hotter.
take this opportunity to speak to the experts.
And how do we get the bell one here?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. thread your needle and sew your chimaruta to the ring. Okay, just do like 4 overhand stitches and then a knot. Easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sew it to the thing.
Sew it to the thing. Roundy round.
Thing.
And then, you can put your thread through those stitches and then cut it off with those scissors that are now covered in glue.
Well,
It's okay.
they're just my purse scissors. They can get covered in glue if they need to.
Well, where did the scissors go that I had on the table?
I don't know. I was just using my purse scissors.
Oh, weird. I had scissors.
Well, we can just use those scissors.
Okay, thank you.
I'm nervous I get creative.
All right. Okay, so you should have enough yarn left after you've cut that
Yeah,
off.
it's hot.
I would put the glue on the crochet and then just
Like,
don't try to glue it into
Too
your
late.
hand.
it's all good now though. Is that what you would do?
That's what I would do.
Huh.
It avoids
How
the
can
earnings that way.
Excellent.
making-
Just tie a knot.
6 cat toys, just throwing that out there.
Put a couple more stitches in the chimaruta itself. So
Oh,
that-
I see. I'm like,
Yeah,
why is
my
it
problem
that
is I
sticky?
can't get it through I can't get it through the eyelet.
Oh.
Twist and lick.
Yeah, it's yours. If you put a little spit on it, that
Makes
just
it yours.
makes it your own.
All you've done is
Well, I
just
already did it.
solidify
Like a
it.
Volkswagen commercial, I think that it's mine.
Oh gosh.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
the what you cut off, then you're going to put through your bell. Yep.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, and
That's,
now
that's for Tark, and we just made a giant cat toy.
Sphinxie likes giant yarn cat toys. They're almost as good as tribbles, which appear to be multiplying.
now if you want to attach your bell with a knot
There's
of
2 now.
Hercules, which is a healing knot, you do it right over left and all the way down, and then left over right and all the way down. And now it's attached with a knot of Hercules. And you should have enough yarn left that if you tie a knot like this, it should fit over your doorknob. There you go.
Mhm.
And when everybody's done, we're gonna say our brand new chant that we, our brand new slogan that we are sure that the University of Schenectady, New York will adopt in another 200 or 300 years.
Right?
200 or 300 years, that might be the University of Atlantis.
That's true.
One time will come.
You're rooting for that one, aren't you?
Yeah, that was a smart, Matt. You didn't do it right.
Yeah, but at least you didn't do your finger to your charm.
I was almost there.
He was about to, but I intervened with the scissors. It's like,
Yeah, well, you know,
use the scissors.
just saying.
They're metal and they're long and they keep the glue away from the fingertips.
I don't feel it.
Mm.
I craft too much.
My idea of crafting is a weaving.
But you're crafting your nails, isn't that like you're pressing?
Do it on the other, on the,
That's a
so
form
that
of crafting, I
the
would
bell
guess.
is inside the ring.
Well, she
My
crafts,
bell,
There.
my
Yeah,
bell
that's
don't dingy. My bell no dingy.
So are we gonna give some fairies their wings?
What, you got like a bum?
Who did you anger?
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
We'll get you another bell.
I didn't think that was possible.
May I borrow the first scissors, please? I'll try not to cut myself, because the way this is going, it's gonna be iffy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Is there more bells?
Oh, you trust me for this?
Yeah, there's plenty of bells.
Okay.
Here,
Yes,
here,
yes, I
take
do.
this bell off and use that bell. That's a jingle bell.
What happened to the bell?
Jingle bells.
She got.
Oh,
Does all over.
you know what I'm gonna wanna do, right?
Thank you for sharing your bell.
You're very welcome. There you go.
See, got us for life.
Oh, look at Logan with Daddy. He's so cute.
I can tell he's love starved.
He is though.
That's it. Make sure the knot doesn't go into it.
Okay, screw it.
Logan just wanted Daddy for so long. I'm finally able to be with Daddy.
Okay, you got the rest of your cord, put it through your bell.
Okay, that's cool.
And we're gonna do a little jingle and say our chant as soon as
Do the jingle, do the jingle.
As soon as the
No, mine doesn't.
as soon as the defect figures it out.
Like a good neighbor's
It
neighbor.
was jingling, but
Uh-oh.
Are you in good
here, hold it.
I'd
Hold
see
it loose.
it got too close to me.
I am mayhem.
Did you glue the, you didn't get any glue in the bell, did you?
I was jingling before.
I thought it was.
Maybe
Well,
it
is
got
it
stuck in
dulling?
there.
Is it dulling?
What happened to my?
Your little jingle piece got stuck in there?
See it for a second.
Wait, I hear it.
I hear it.
I don't even feel anything in there.
It gets stuck.
That's weird.
Yeah, there's no.
There you
There
go.
you
Sometimes just smacking the crap
If
out
you
of it.
can't turn it off and turn it back on again, give it a smack.
She laughs, but it's true.
It is true.
He's a professional. He knows.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when all else fails, just whack it.
Whack-a-doodle.
Well, that's strange because I thought I had a knot there too. Now the knot's gone, but the
But the
bell's
jingle's back.
Hey.
Maybe it was related.
Very, very powerful magical
Maybe it was related.
items.
Yes.
You just don't know how they're gonna manifest.
And we got 6 of them all in a row.
There's 6
so
of them all in a row. We're gonna jingle them all together. In a minute, any minute now.
I'm sorry. As everybody looks at me going like, can you make your last knot, please?
Okay.
You're just making a very thorough knot.
Banana.
Mana.
Stuck
That's
my
the
head.
jiggle.
It's gonna get
That's
stuck
the
in my head
earworm.
now.
That's an ear.
That's the earworm right there.
Banana.
Oh, that's it. Now he's done. He's like, I can't.
Oh, did you hear who was the Masked Singer? Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, really?
Baby shark.
No!
It's his fault. It's his fault.
Oh no!
The drum guy did it.
That one's more manageable.
Okay, everybody repeat after me. Secondo.
Secondo.
Legge.
Legge.
Di Minerva.
Di Minerva.
Siamo.
Siamo.
Tutti. Famiglia. And I thank you all.
And I thank you.
Fabulous.
Any comments or questions before we blow out the candles?
I'm not
That's
sure.
funny. I always
I
thought
think
Minerva was
iPhone-
more associated with
Is
the
that
sea,
Genie? I'm not sure.
Oh.
It just says iPhone.
but
But they said beautiful bells and beautiful temple. Can't wait to see it live someday. So that's probably not Genie. So I don't know who that is.
Yeah, good to see it
Not
live.
bad for
one
old
day.
Tom.
For sure. Oh, and you know what we forgot to do? Pass the cauldron.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody has anything for the cauldron, may it come back to you tenfold because we forgot.
We didn't forget, it was delayed.
Oh,
We had
because
to wait for the power to build to allow it
Yes.
to come back tenfold.
with this gift I give
To thee, let it come back to me by the power of 10.
10.
Blessed be, so
310.
will it be.
And the same goes if you go to PayPal, abelinusgrove@gmail.com on PayPal. It will come back to you by the power of 10 as well.
Yes.
For all
We'll
those
have a
of
chant
us.
for that too.
All right, let's blow out the candles.
And hold
Hold
it
it
there.
to
Blow out
To everyone gathered here, from this grove we do depart, but keep its lessons in our heart.
They didn't want to go.
Merry part and merry meet again.
They didn't want to go.